It was a stormy night, the kind where rain falls without mercy, soaking everything in its path. Lila Morgan, a young university student, ran desperately through the empty streets. Her shoes slipped on the wet pavement. Her heart pounded fiercely against her chest. Behind her, two men chased her. She didn't know why or what they wanted, but she knew she could not stop. The cold wind whipped against her face. Thunder cracked loudly above. Then, under a flickering streetlight, she saw a sleek black car parked quietly. Inside sat a young man, Greg Carter, a handsome CEO lost in his own world, unaware of the storm about to touch his life. Lila banged on the window, trembling. Please help me, she pleaded.
Please save me!
Greg lifted his head slowly. His eyes met hers through the rain. He hesitated for a moment.
And why are you running?
Then he unlocked the door. Lila climbed in. The rain continued to pour, drumming against the car roof like a warning. Inside, the tension was heavy. Greg tried to focus, his voice thick with alcohol. Who are you? He asked.
Who are you, lady?
Lila
And
explained
why are those
between
men after
ragged
you?
breaths. She noticed the scent of whiskey on his breath, the way his body leaned closer than it should. Fear and vulnerability collided in that confined space. That night, boundaries blurred, fear mixed with confusion. One mistake would change everything. Morning light pierced the car windows. Reality returned harshly. Lila opened her eyes. Memories rushed back. Regret, shock, disappointment.
What am I gonna do?
Greg was still asleep. Unaware, she sat quietly, heart heavy, staring at the man who had changed her night forever. Without waking him, she quietly stepped out of the car, walked away, determined to bury the mistake deep within her heart. Yet fate had other plans. The next morning, Lila reported on her internship. Nervous but determined. She adjusted her simple student blouse and jeans, walked into the corporate building. Her breath stopped as she saw him. Greg Carter, sharp, confident, powerful. He did not recognize her. To him, she was just another intern. But Lila knew. Their eyes met, a flicker of curiosity and confusion in his gaze. She forced a calm smile. "No, sir," she replied, and the secret began. Weeks passed. Greg began noticing her intelligence in meetings, her quiet confidence, her dedication. Lila tried to stay distant, but destiny kept placing them together. Slowly, feelings grew, feelings neither of them had planned. Then, one day, Lila began feeling unwell. Nausea, fatigue, dizziness. She went to the hospital alone, sitting quietly in the waiting room. Her hands rested lightly on her stomach. She was nervous, tense, uncertain. The doctor returned. "Congratulations, you're pregnant." Pregnant. She was carrying Greg's child, determined to do the right thing. Lila decided to tell Greg, but before she could, her phone buzzed. Breaking news flashed. CEO Greg Carter announces engagement to international pop star Ariana Vale. Lila's heart sank. She stepped back, closed the phone, made a painful decision. She would carry her burden alone, protect the man she cared for, and not interfere in his life. The next morning, she walked into the company one last time. Dressed simply, steps calm, heart heavy. She typed her resignation slowly, each word a quiet farewell to the man she had allowed herself to love. Greg was surprised. "Why are you leaving?" he asked. He searched her face for answers, but she avoided his eyes. "It's personal," she said softly, and she walked away. She disappeared from his life. Yet he remained unaware of the storm she carried inside her. Weeks passed. Lila's loose clothes could no longer hide her pregnancy. Whispers followed her everywhere. Her uncle noticed the timing, realized the connection to Greg. Greed began to fester. One evening, he plotted against her. Lila sat nervously in the apartment, wearing a simple house gown. Her hands rested on her belly, her face tight with worry. She did not know what her uncle was planning. Danger was near, yet she remained strong, carrying her child with quiet determination. The authorities arrived. They rescued Lila from danger. Shaken, exhausted, she stepped outside, free once again. And there, a familiar black luxury car appeared. Greg stepped out, confident, unwavering. He walked straight toward her. "The child she is carrying was mine," he said firmly. The whispers fell silent. Lila felt safe, seen, chosen, for the first time in months. Then, in the university courtyard, Greg knelt before her, a ring in his hand. "Lila, will you do me the honor to be my wife?" Lila,
Please,
still pregnant,
will you marry me?
tears welling in her eyes,
Yes.
placed a
happily I
hand
will
gently on
marry
her
you.
belly. She looked at him, the man who had
Will you
protected her,
marry me?
who had seen her
Yes,
pain,
happily I will marry
who now
you.
asked to be part of her future forever. She nodded, and for the first time, her heart felt at peace. The storm had passed. Fear and uncertainty replaced by love, protection, and a promise for tomorrow. Their journey was only beginning. Together,